Hello, Retro Bro here. Give you another Pokemon competitive moveset, and today I have with me BXL giving his input on an effective way you can use Milktank as well. So let's get into this. So the first thing I want to talk about with you guys is obviously the EVs. So what I normally do is I go 248 for the HP. That way you have an odd number so you can switch around on Stealth Rocks if need be. And I max out the attack, and then I just put the other 8 in special defense and run an adamant. Now this is so you can easily tank, take in decent damage, and do decent hits. And it goes with the moveset that I actually run, so you'll see how it works in a minute. So first, I use Body Slam. Body Slam, in my opinion, is something you have to run on Milktank. It's normal, it's stab, so at 85 power, it's going to be fierce. And with 30% of paralyzation, you can't complain. Another thing you're going to want to run because you're a tank is Milk Drink, because it heals you back for 50% of your HP. If you're going to tank, you have to have a recovery move. That's just standard on any tank, obviously. Now, the next move I run, not necessarily everyone does this, but I run the Heal Bell, because I also feel that if you're a tank, you should have a way of taking status elements off you, because people are going to use them against you. So instead of actually running a clerk, you can just do clerk and tanking at the same time with Milktank. Now the fourth move you can actually do a lot of things with. You can do Brick Break if you wanted to. You could double edge for stab even though it's unfortunately with recoil. You could EQ. You could go for Iron Head, which is decent on rock types like Golem, or say even like the one fairy that's in you. But I wouldn't necessarily suggest that. You could even do Rock Slide for flyers. So there's a lot of things you can do physically. You could even, like, if you didn't want to go physical, make it a little supportive as a tank and open with Stealth Rocks, which is actually a move I've seen commonly. Not so much on Showdown, but more from people in X and Y that run Milktank. So that's actually pretty interesting. But what I like to do is run the Fire Punch. And the reason I run the Fire Punch is because Milktank completely walls the ramp, so if you do Fire Punch, you get a 2-hit KO on it. And to prove that to you, I will show you the Pokemon calculator. So if you look here, you'll see that the ramp will only hit you for about 49%, which is a 3-hit KO running leftovers on it. So whether it does Iron Head, X Scissor, or Stone Edge, that's the way it's going to go down. And normally the fourth move, though it's not listed here, is Hone Claws. So let's assume you're not on Milktank, it's out, and you want to switch into it, because that's more likely the realistic scenarios. So we'll pretend that it's Hone Clawed. So +1, right? Okay, and this is what you get. If it's +1, it still has to hit you twice. So switching into it after Hone Claws, it's probably going to attack you instead of Hone Claws again, which means that you can now Fire Punch it. It's going to have to hit you again, which it will, which means that it'll kill you before you get the next Fire Punch, but it means that it makes it a good check. At the same time, if you decide to just wait and go for the free switch opposed to switching in on it, you can easily wall it here. Unless the person realizes that 2 Hone Claws, which at +2 will be its chance to actually again 2-hit KO you. So even at +2, it's really not going to 1-hit KO you at all with anything. So unless this thing is +3, it's not going to 1-hit KO you. So if you're not switching in on this thing and you start with the free switch, you're going to completely wall it. So definitely a good move to run. I'm honestly not too sure if Durant is still in the tier anymore. I think it might have been moved. But if it is, this is actually one of the good ways to counter it that I've ran that works quite well. Is there any way you like to run on Milktank BXL that's actually been effective from your experience?
Yes I do actually. You are running Milktank like quite defensively and tanky, you might say. Well, I like to abuse Milktank's incredible speed to actually run a choice band set. In NU, there's a lot of slow things, and Milktank actually might outspeed every single thing in the tier as of right now. It was UU last gen for a reason, people. Look at that base 100 speed.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive for NU base 100.
Even though, and it doesn't hit very hard, that base 80 attack, I don't know, it's good, but it can be better. So I like to run Choice Band, with 4 moves, obviously. I have them written down here. Yeah, I have Return or Body Slam. Body Slam, obviously, with the 85 base power and the chance of paralyzation, which is a pretty, I don't know, I might reconsider Body Slam over it.
So you like running Return and you run speed instead of HP, I take it?
Yeah, I run full speed.
Okay.
So I'm not Return or Body Slam, you can pick. I like to go for Return because it has 120 base power, and I mean it's my Milktank set is meant to hit hard. Then yeah, full attack and for special defense, I believe. And you could run Scrappy. I'd go with Pick Fat or Sap Stipper. Yeah, next move, I actually run Iron Head because it has a lot of coverage.
You're running it over Heal Bell, right? Not the milk drink, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I'm not running milk drink. It's Choice Band set. I don't want to be locked into I don't want to be locked into a recovery move.
Just asking, because I know some people do that with Talonflame. Like, if they think they can force someone out, they'll kind of heal and run.
Oh.
It's not the safest move, but I've seen it done before. It's
so,
real
yeah,
situational.
Iron Head has a pretty good base power.
And what are you running instead of Heal Bell?
I am running Earthquake. Gets Earthquake. Earthquake is a really powerful move, and it doesn't miss. And I'm not running Return on this one. Return or Body Slam, actually. The last move, I'd say. There's a lot of options on that one. You could run Rock Slide because not many Pokemon resist both Earthquake and Rock Slide. You could run one of the Elemental Punches, as Retro already said before. You could run Brick Break or Hammer Arm. You could run Zen Headbutt. Might not be that good. That's basically it. You could run Facade, even.
I guess Zen Headbutt would be more of a thing if you had wheezing trouble, I guess.
Yeah. I still don't understand why wheezing is NU. It should have been UU.
It can't be UU though, because Guntank is RU, and Guntank is a lot stronger than wheezing.
I like wheezing more than Guntank.
But it got that coverage though, that's really why. Because remember, it's dark poison. So psychics can't mess with it.
And its only weakness is actually ground.
Exactly. But yeah, you guys now have an offensive set and a defensive set for Milktank. So I would suggest you definitely give them both a try, see which one you like. And in a few more of my videos, I'll implement Milktank so you can see how it works. But as for now, I've been Retro Bro, and I'm signing out.
Yep, bye.